Hi guys, it's SimLicy here, so welcome to another apartment renovation. So today I am back doing another one of these sticking to the plan apartments. I think that's the title that I'm going with for this series because a lot of you guys seem to like that title. I got it suggested multiple times in the last apartment renovation and in a couple speed builds ago. So sticking to the plan. So this series is based around our apartments here in City Living and their original floor plan. So I'm not changing their floor plan, and I'm trying to mostly stick to where they had the furniture originally, like kind of keeping the same idea, but swapping it out for like in this kitchen, for instance, swapping out the counters for new counters and the appliances for different ones, and just kind of trying to make it my own design but still sticking to the same idea, because I got so many suggestions in the last apartment that I did, which was Penny Pizzazz's, and some of you guys were like, you should have moved the kitchen in by the living room and then moved the bedroom into the other room. I totally would have done that because it bothers me so much too. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. That is one of my most it's that apartment layout is so frustrating to me. This one is not as frustrating. I think it makes a little bit more sense in that one, but yeah, I totally would have moved her bedroom into the kitchen area and moved the kitchen out by the living room if I wasn't trying to stick to the original apartment idea. So yeah, hopefully you guys are kind of understanding where I'm going with this series a little bit more now, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it. So for this apartment, I wanted to do something that was very cozy and lived in and just kind of felt like it belonged in Brindleton Bay or something was my idea. I wanted to use a lot of stuff from Parenthood and Cats and Dogs, and maybe like Seasons and stuff too. Laundry Day, I'm sure. I can't exactly remember, but I just wanted it to feel very cozy and lived in and like a grandparent's apartment, because so many of you guys have actually requested that I do more grandparent themed apartments, and also grandparents that are taking care of their grandchildren. So in this grandparents apartment, there's going to be room for 2 kids. I was thinking twins was my idea, but of course you could have a teen and a child, or 2 children Sims that are different ages. You could also swap out one of the beds for a toddler bed if you prefer to have a toddler and a kid, or 2 toddlers. Of course, there's lots of room for flexibility. You could even get rid of one of the beds and then there'd be more room for the one kid to have just more space in the bedroom, because the bedroom is really not that big, but I still think it turns out really nice. There was the double beds in there originally, so I felt like sticking to that would be kind of a fun challenge and also be kind of, I don't know, just kind of a fun thing to do. So that's what I decided to do. Over here was where the living room was originally, so that's where I decided to leave it. I decided to go with these couches, or this couch and chair set that came with Discovery University. I really liked this color a lot. I thought it was so, like, I don't know, just so different than anything I really used, and I thought it was kind of a fun color to use in this apartment. So that's why I went with these, and of course, like, the pattern on them and the style just feels so like grandma to me, so I thought this was perfect. And in here I get like a couple of bookcases, a few decorations. I actually think I clutter up the top of the fireplace with quite a bit of different decorations, and I ended up moving the TV on a side table and putting it next to the fireplace. I just felt like that looked a little bit better than putting it up on top of the fireplace. And I also put a ton of picture frames around because I wanted to feel like there was pictures of the grandkids around, other family members from the grandparents' past or when they were dating. Of course, if you decide to play in this apartment, you could easily use the photography skill in-game and take pictures and actually frame them. I, of course, obviously didn't take the time to do that, but I did place picture frames around where I thought this family would probably have some pictures, and of course you could add more of them throughout the apartment as you guys see fit. But I love adding these books and stuff on top of the fireplace with these cards, and I end up placing this lamp too. This lamp came from Discovery University, and it feels like such a grandma lamp to me, so I thought it was absolutely perfect. And then over here I'm using the OMSP shelf to place a few objects on these bookcases. I've actually gotten a lot of questions about the OMSP shelf lately. It's linked in the description of all of my videos. Some of my older videos, the link is broken. Well, it's not broken. I think it still probably takes you somewhere, hopefully. But the old shelf actually broke, and then the creator updated it to the new shelf. So yeah, if you watch any of my most recent videos and you go to follow that link, you can download it, and it's just such a handy tool. It is custom content. If you leave it in your builds, it will show up on the gallery as having CC in your build, so you'll have to filter by CC. But if you don't leave it in your build, then you won't have to filter. It doesn't cause your game to, or your build to need any extra requirements. You don't have to download anything, even if you want to use it in your build, share things to the gallery, and nobody wants to download the OMSP shelf, they still can use your builds without any issues. So I thought I would explain that. But over here, I did want to mention, I did place a walk-in closet. I think some of you guys were thinking that kind of messes with the floor plan in the last apartment that I did. But for me, I really don't think it does, because they pretty much need walls to go around them to look correct. So basically, wherever you add them, you basically need to wall them in. You can place them like as standalone walk-in closets, but they just don't look right. So I just wanted the extra storage because I had the space to include it, and I feel like it would be nice to have storage space there. Of course, if it bothers you, you can remove it, or if you feel like it's cheating. But to me, in my opinion, I don't feel like it's cheating. I also end up placing one over here in the grandparents' bedroom. This bedroom was such a struggle. It took me forever. You will see so many different designs. I was really trying to use this bed. I think I actually ended up swapping it out for a different color. I think I ended up keeping this bed, but I think I ended up changing the color. I was really trying to coordinate it with the living room furniture, and I was like, well, maybe this is like one of the grandparents' favorite colors, and they buy like all of their furniture in this color. But yeah, I kind of struggled with making it work. And then also the little corner area over here, I struggled with this, like finding furniture to fill it in. I tried making like an artist nook. I thought that was kind of cute, but for whatever reason, I just wasn't liking it. At one point I thought I liked it, and then I quickly decided that I didn't. So yeah, this room was just kind of a progress and kind of a struggle. But I think it looks cute, and I think it matches the rest of the apartment, and yeah, I do end up liking it. I really actually like this bookcase over here. I think this is such a nice bookcase. It's a little bit big. I feel like every time I go to use it, I do size it down. So I did size it down here, and I think I end up using the OMSP shelf again to place some objects on top of it. So you'll see that just in a little while. But here you can see I'm trying to create this little artistic corner. It looks okay. I think the issue I'm having with it is it just looks so crowded, and to me it just didn't look that great. So I end up putting a closet in there, and I think I end up maybe keeping an art easel in here, or do I end up getting rid of all of the art stuff? I thought it would be cool if one of the grandparents was into doing art. I think I leave it in here. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe I swap it out for something else, but either way, over here is where I place the closet. I really want to use that other one because I really like the texture of the doors. I think it just looks a little bit better in my opinion for some reason. I just really like the doors, but it takes up way too much space. It takes up 4 squares instead of only 2, so that's why I ended up going with this closet. But there I did change the color of the bed. It's just so much more toned down and less crazy to me. But yeah, I did get rid of all of the art supplies, so it's a bit unfortunate, but you could easily put an art easel in your grandparents' inventory and they could paint in the living room or go out in the city and paint. I would love like a table that they could actually have like a an easel that was like a tabletop one. I think that would be really nice rather than always needing to use the stand-up easel. I guess we have the digital drawing pad, which is kind of a little bit more convenient to use, but I don't know. I'm really excited for knitting stuff. I need more like crafty things for my Sims to do, so I'm very excited for that. Actually, what is it called now? I think it's called like, I don't remember the name of it. I think I'm just gonna call it knitting stuff. I don't remember what the community voted on. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna call it knitting stuff, but either way, I'm super excited for it. But anyways, here you can see I am moving on to the kids' bedroom. So like I mentioned earlier, I decided to keep with the idea of having 2 beds here in this room. So I was thinking that they're twins, and I really like this idea. I had so much fun decorating their room because it's so different than the rest of the apartment, because the rest of the apartment just like screams grandparents to me, and this room is a little bit more modern and playful and definitely screams children. And, yeah, I just really enjoyed it. Kids' rooms are probably like my favorite rooms to decorate. I think they're so fun. And I was trying to think of the personalities of the Sims living in this bedroom. So I was thinking the kid on the right side of the bedroom is more into like science and video games and different kind of things along those lines. And then the kid on the left side of the room is more into like arts and crafts. So I really like these posters. They look like really like more hand-drawn to me. I mean, maybe not completely, but they kind of do. So I thought they were pretty cute. And then I also end up placing the arts and crafts table in here. And then I also end up having that plate, that display plate from Parenthood that has like the hand print on it. And it just looks like handcrafted. It's super cute. and I wanted to like incorporate both of those ideas. Rather than like splitting the personalities down the center of the room, I wanted to kind of mix everything together. So that's what I did, and I think this room is just really adorable, and I'm really actually happy with the apartment, how it came together overall. Even though I'm like not a huge fan of the layout, I think I made it work, and hopefully you guys will like it too. If you guys have any apartments you want to see me do next, definitely let me know in the comments. But either way, we're on to the screenshot, so thank you so much for watching, and please leave any comments or suggestions that you have, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!